Andor Season 2 just acknowledged a massacre committed by Wilhoff Tarkin on Gorman, as it was written in Star Wars Legends source material. Up until I saw this scene, I expected Tarkin's atrocity from Legends to be ignored from the story. Instead, the Andor story refers to Tarkin's massacre as a separate event from the Gorman massacre against protesters in 2BBY, which had already been confirmed in Star Wars lore. But so what? Well, it's ordering the story's events from Star Wars Legends into canon and the Andor series. Tony Gilroy had already hinted in interviews prior to Season 2, emphasising the importance of respecting and integrating established canon lore, while also expanding upon it to enrich the narrative. So what Tony has done is rewrite the narrative as having the same result, but moving the original Gorman massacre forward 15 years to 2BBY and calling Tarkin's atrocity simply a massacre in this episode, instead of referring to it as the Gorman massacre. So why did Moff Wilhoff Tarkin commit this massacre, as the Porter mentioned? In 18BBY, a year after the Galactic Empire rose to power, Imperial policy was tyrannical in nature and began to erode the goodwill of the Gorman people. A group of activists who were protesting against imperial taxation stood on Wilhoff Tarkin's ship landing bay and refused to move. With Emperor Palpatine's permission, Tarkin, who was a Moff prior to his promotion to Grand Moff, proceeded to land the ship right on top of the protesters. This killed many of them instantly, while hundreds were severely injured, and many of them later dying from their resulting injuries. This scene obviously confirmed Tarkin committed a massacre by a hotel porter who survived the atrocity. However, the porter was not referencing the actual Gorman massacre in canon terms, which we know is coming in the next few episodes. But also, the Gorman massacre is already documented in canon as taking place in 2BBY and not 18ABY as in Legends. So how do you feel about this scene? Do you think it enriches the narrative or meddles with it? It left me thinking I'm okay with how Tony Gilroy wrote it, as I believe he attempted to ramp up the hatred towards the Empire as his justification for including the mention of Tarkin's actions. If you're interested in more Andor Season 2 videos, check out this playlist. As always, thanks for watching.